Alright.
Say we live, let me see. It ain't popped up yet. Yeah, say 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, come.
We good.
Shalom. You know? Yeah, we give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Alright, double honors to your apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you brothers that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Alright, we're coming into the final days, okay, of this kingdom called Babylon the Great, which is going to be destroyed, alright, by thermonuclear destruction. And there's going to be a new kingdom that's going to be ushered in. Alright, what do you say? Theocracy?
Theocracy.
Okay, yeah, which is going to be a theocracy, alright, you know? And the brother's going to get into the definition of theocracy, but that's what we're looking forward to come, okay? Because America, matter of fact, get Second Ezra's, what is it, the 6th chapter, where it says Esau is the end of the world? Because with Esau being the end of the world, there's going to be a new kingdom to come, alright, which is going to be far greater than any other kingdom that has been on the face of the earth. And guess what? It's going to be a kingdom for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? Okay, under the one whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which he's going to be the king. He's a dark-skinned man, okay? And we're heralding in his coming, okay? When the great king comes, you have the heralds that send the message, that let them know that the king is coming, all right?
Can I bring out why?
Okay.
This is Daniel 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall give into his hand, I'm gonna read it in, shall be given into his hand until a time and the dividing of time. But yeah, the reason why Esau has to get out of the rulership or the throne is because he's not judging correctly. He's wearing out the saints. He knows that we're the men of the Lord. You know, he knows that we're Israelites, and what is he doing? He's just constantly beating upon us, constantly trying to kill us, constantly judging unrighteously.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's destroying the earth in the process of it too. All right, that's why he's about to be taken out. What he was reading, Daniel 7? What was it,
Yeah,
Daniel
7 25.
25.
I got second Ezra for you.
Okay.
This is second Ezra 6 and 9. It says, you want me to read up or just 6 and 9?
To the end of where it talks about the end, when it's the end.
You said 7.
No.
This is second Ezra 6 verse 7. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times? Or when shall the end be of the first, and the beginning of it that follows?
Yeah, see, we're coming into the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows. All right, that's why we're prophesying. That's why the Lord have us coming out doing the work, you know, doing the videos, going out to the highways and hedges, and giving the message to our people, whether they hear or whether they forbid. All right, you got it.
Verse 8, it says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Yeah, Esau is the end of the world, okay? So we're in the time of the end of the world, okay? The end of the world, which is Esau, and the beginning of it to come, which is Jacob, all right? Which is going to consist of a theocracy, like the brother's going to get into, all right? There's going to be a true new world order, okay? All right, in which righteousness is going to dwell, like the scriptures say. All right, no more of the things of these times, no more of death. All right, because when Yahushua comes, what is one thing he's going to conquer? He's going to conquer death. All right.
This is Daniel 2, verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
And that's the kingdom we're talking about. A kingdom that's never going to be destroyed or given to another people. All right, because once the Lord get into power, ain't no other nations taking down the power of the Lord, man. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, and it said we're gonna rule forever, man. You know, so this rule is gonna be an uninterrupted rule.
Yep.
Every kingdom up until now has been brought to naught, man. But this kingdom is gonna be set up by the Heavenly Father, which every kingdom is set up by the Heavenly Father. But this is the kingdom that He wants to be set up. that's why we're gonna get into the definition of what a theocracy is. But before that, get that because it goes with that
So
scripture.
let me just,
Oh, you got more?
I'm gonna finish it off. But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Yeah, it's gonna stand forever, man.
Breaking pieces all the kingdoms that's already ahead, you know.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
Yeah, that world goes back into like an eon or a age. You know, this age was made for many, but the world to come, the age to come, uninterrupted age, is going to be made for few, which is the Israelites, man. You know, which is going to be ruled by the Lord Yahushua, King David, and the rest of the elect on down. Well, let's get into the definition if you got it.
This is the definition of theocracy. It says, theocracy is the rule by people in positions of political authority, all of whom share the same religious beliefs and preferences.
Mm-hmm.
Theocracy made manifest in a form of government.
Well, because real fast, it said, basically, I thought of the scripture, basically, we're gonna be on one accord. So basically, we're that religion or that religio, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the law, statutes, commandments. We're not, that's gonna be written in our hearts.
That's right. It says, theocracy may manifest in a form of government in which a state is understood as governed by immediate divine guidance.
Yeah. Hey, just like when our nation was being established, we was under divine guidance, man. You know, we came under the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, and that's just gonna happen again. And it's not just gonna be our nation at this time; it's gonna be the whole world, man. You know. You know, man.
Yeah, a little bit more. It says, by immediate divine guidance provided to ruling clergy or other ruling officials.
Right. And that's gonna be the saints of the saints of the Lord. If brother can get the saints, nation of kings and priests.
I got it. This is Exodus chapter 19, and start at verse 5. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
And what's the role of the priest, brother? The role of the priest is they administering the laws, man. So we're gonna be a nation of kings and priests. We're gonna be administering the laws to the other nations. If it's that scripture, I believe it's in let me see, Isaiah the 2nd chapter, brother. You know, I got something while you look for it. This is I think it's the beginning, like Isaiah 2. This is Daniel 7 back in the chapter the brother already got. I was looking. It's Daniel 7 in verse 26. It says, but the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume it and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. So all dominions gonna serve and obey the Lord, man. That's why the scripture say, every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess, man. So right now, you know, you got this world where they can choose their own governments, if you will. But in the world to come, everybody gonna come under the banner of the Lord, man. The earth is gonna be ran how the Lord purposed it to be.
And that's why in Deuteronomy it says, surely this is a wise and understanding people.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 2 verse 2. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established, and the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and and all nations shall flow unto it.
So that mountains represents that government. And it's gonna be exalted above all the hills, the other governments and peoples, man. You know? And all the nations gonna flow into it. So we're gonna be at the top. Go ahead.
Verse 3, it says, and many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
See that? Out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. So it's going to be the kings and the priests that's going to administer it, you know, and these nations going to have to learn of our ways, man. And when they don't learn of our ways, they're going to get beat. Oh, Revelation, the ruling with a rod of iron, brother.
In Revelation 2:25.
Mm-hmm.
Psalms 2.
You got it?
Yeah, Psalms 2 and this is Psalms 2 verse 8. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. All right, so the heathen is going to be an inheritance in the uttermost parts of the earth. All right, that's going to consist in the theocracy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. All right, the heathen being a possession. Okay.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna pay tribute to us, you know. They gonna have to listen to us. It's gonna be a total role reversal.
This is Matthew 19, verse 28. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And that's basically the kingdom. That's going to be the elect men that stood stiffly for the name of the Lord, and that went through all that turmoil and tribulation to what? To please the Lord, you know? Because what the scriptures say, the Lord, Yahweh was pleased with Yahweh Shai, because he took the bruising, you know, roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, government gonna be under his shoulders.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 3 verse 7. It says, and in the time of their visitation they shall shine, and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. That's talking about the men of the Lord. We're gonna shine, you know, the ones that stood stiffly. Verse 8, it says, they shall judge the nation and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's going to be us, man, because in the twinkle of an eye, our bodies are going to be changed, and those bodies are not going to be able to decay. We're going to be the rulers, you know, the men that stood stiffly, the elect, because in our reality, if you look at it, the whole nation of Israel is the elect, but we're going to be the first fruits. The first fruits, yeah, we're going to be the first fruits, and we're going to be the ones to inherit all of that righteousness.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, the governing body. You
Right,
know,
exactly.
the
theocracy.
government.
Yeah, the theocracy.
Yeah, the first fruits is always given to the Lord, the first portion, you know. I got something real quick. This is Isaiah 65 and 17. It says, for behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind, this is the former. We're in the former right now. So when the Lord create the new heavens, all of this is nobody gonna be thinking about this when the kingdom is established. All right, it says, but be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. Because right now, Jake all messed up, crying and all of that stuff. That's going to be a thing in the past, all right? It says, there shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that have not filled his days. All right, so there's going to be no more, you know, Jake just dying off out of the blue, you know? Or an infant baby just meeting their demise quickly, all right? It says, for the children shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. All right, and that's talking about you Edomites, man. Because you Edomites, you live to 100 years old in our kingdom, you're gonna live in it to a curse, man. All right. It says, and they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. Because, you know, Jake always talking about, we built America, this and that, man. But guess what? In the world to come, it says, they shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people. And you know trees, they're around for a long time, man. So the Lord is like in the days of a tree to the people of the Lord. Okay? It says, and the my elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. And it says, they shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. And that, you know, that compassed a lot, but that's pretty much what's going to consist of our theocracy. All right, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, he's going to make good on his word, and we're going to actually see this. Okay?
Yep. This is Job 20, verse 7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They
Read at 5. Start at 5.
All right. This is Job 20, verse 5. That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
And that's talking about these Edomites, the wicked, man. All right? Though their excellency, they're going to perish, man. All right? They're going to be done away with.
Backing up with the precept you brought out, you know. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall flee away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yet he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more.
Yeah, so when the kingdom is established, when this theocracy is established, these Edomites are going to be so low, man. All right, these scriptures are going to take hold upon them as a people, man. They're going to be as nobodies, man. All right?
Neither shall his place any more behold him.
Neither shall his place any more behold him. He's not going to have no monument, statues, no remembrance. There's going to be no remembrance of his rulership when the children of Israel are established by the Heavenly Father, man.
What does it say? The roots, basically the roots shall be, you know.
He was going to be plucked out.
Yeah, all that wickedness is going to be plowed out.
Yeah, all his ideologies, his filthy way of thinking is going to be taken out of the earth, man.
Oh, it said neither root nor
No branch, yeah. Yep.
All right, I got something. This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 25. It says, but that which ye have already, hold fast till I come.
We're talking about this understanding, you know, this word, man. Go ahead.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Yeah, so it's a thing you got to endure to the end, man. So you can get the power over the nation. You got to bear what the Lord brings upon you through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's why prayer is important, to get you through these things, man.
It's a part of belief.
Mhm.
Because if you don't pray, you don't believe that you don't necessarily have to ask and bring that supplication to the Lord to where as though you need help. You know, you can do everything on your own.
Yeah, we got to let the Lord know that we want this. We want to see these things that's about to take place. We want to live. We want to live to see what is actually written in the scriptures, because these words are living. All right. We want to grow with this word. We want to be able to, you know, spiritually document this thing that's taking place on the earth, man, and be able to tell our children's about it. You know.
Come, this is verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father.
So hey, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of God, it ain't gonna be all peaches and cream for these heathens, man.
Yeah,
You know, they're gonna be ruled over,
Mhm.
you know, with a rod of iron.
Yeah, they're gonna be put in subjection. It's a scripture that talk about they're gonna bow at our feet.
Oh, that's also in Revelation.
Okay.
And Isaiah, the dust.
Yep. They shall lick the dust of our boots.
Come. This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God.
See, if you overcome, you're gonna be a pillar in the temple of his of the Most High, man. You know, which is you're gonna be a prominent part of the church, man.
Yeah, we're gonna rule as gods
Mm-hmm.
on earth. We're gonna be the most sought after men. Lord's will we those men. We're gonna be the most sought after men on the earth, man.
Mm-hmm. You know, a pillar is something that's holding up. One of the things that's holding up the church, man. So if you overcome, he's gonna make you a pillar in the temple. And the temple is where what the laws is gonna be administered from. You know, the tithes is gonna come. You know what I'm saying? That's the government, if you will. Like wherever they got Washington, That's where they do things at, I guess.
Yeah,
You know, in
100%.
America.
Yep.
Well, that's gonna be us, man. You know,
Jerusalem.
in Jerusalem. Keep going.
It says, and he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of the Most High, and the name of the city of the Heavenly Father, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from the Most High, and I will write upon him my new name.
Yeah. And that's for the men that's going to overcome. Who the ones who's doing His will right now. The name is going to be sealed in us, man. You know. And then, hey, that's when the law is going to be written out in with parts, and we're not going to have to teach each other the laws. We're going to have it already in us when we be changed.
Cool.
You know.
This is Isaiah chapter 49, verse 22. Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I'll lift up my hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people. And they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and thy daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Yeah, so even the kings, that's the kings now, they're going to bow down to the Israelites, man. Because when they see the work of the Lord, they're going to have no choice but to bow, man.
Yep.
All right? What does it say? They shall acknowledge the...
It says, they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Yeah, they shall not be ashamed that wait for that. That's talking about the men of the Lord, man. You know, week in and week out, we go out here and we speak in His word. All right, but to the world, we're looked at as a shameful people for doing this. The world, they look at us like, what are these guys doing? They're hate mongers. They're this, they're that.
Yeah.
But the men that wait for the Lord, you know, because we believe in His word, man. We know what this word is actually saying through the Spirit. The Lord opened it up to us. But when it's made manifest, we're not going to be ashamed for speaking this, for saying what we were saying, man.
Because we're getting ready to get persecuted. Esau's getting ready to come down. Not only Esau, but our own people.
Our own people, yeah.
The other nations, they're going to be looking to kill us.
Yeah.
Because we had been preaching Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And the reason why they're coming after us, because they're of darkness.
Yeah,
All right? And we're of the light. And they don't like the light, man. They don't want that light to be shining at all. So they're going to be trying to torture us, kill us, put us in prison, do whatever they can to stop the truth. But you know what's going to happen? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Yahweh is going to show His glory.
Well, the way they gonna view it is that we are the reason that their good old America has
Been
fallen.
destroyed. Yeah.
Like, nah, it's not. It was destined to be. We were just telling you it was about to happen.
What they say,
You know?
don't kill a messenger.
Yeah.
We're just messengers, right? So
This is 1 Corinthians 4:13. Being defamed, we entreat, we are made as the filth of the world, and are the offscouring of all things unto
right,
this day.
because these people, they walk by, they look at us like scumbags. We're telling like, hey, you guys are the scumbags. You're the dirt of the earth. You're a homosexual. You're a sodomite. You're a sodomite. In the New Testament, it says, remember Sodom and Gomorrah. It says, remember it. Why? Because hey, if you want to take that route, you want to go down that road, you're going to have to receive that judgment. You're going to have to receive that payment of what the acts of your hands, the acts of your works, the works of you have created. All right? Yeah, brother.
This is Mark 8:38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
Hey, you know how you know that these people out here phony as hell. You listen to the radio, they always, when they speak about homosexuals and homosexuality, they always say, I have friends that are homosexuals, I have this, I have that. But the Lord, when you go into the scriptures, the Lord speaks otherwise, man. So these Christians, they always go light on homosexuality, man.
Yeah.
They don't tell it according to what the scriptures say, man.
Well, you see how Jake is scared of actually standing up for what's right. You know, I was watching this shit with Stephen A. Smith earlier. He getting bashed because what he said about Colin Kaepernick. But what he don't realize is that he's getting bashed because he's coming at one of his own for standing up for what they believe in. You know, and that's the same thing with the LGBT community. People scared nowadays to come at them because of how large and strong that community is in America and how much rights they back by.
And also
You
what
know?
they'll lose by coming up against it. See, people are afraid to lose these things in
Yeah.
society, especially the time that we come in. People are actually losing jobs, okay, for what they saying.
Yeah.
And people are afraid of taking L's, man.
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta get to a point to say, fuck it, man. You gotta say the hell with it, man. Alright, because guess what? This society is gonna collapse either way, man.
Right.
You're only gonna be able to hold on to your goods and your riches for but so long.
Yeah, you gain the whole world but lose your soul.
Yeah.
You talking about Stephen A. Pretty much, this dude, he doesn't want, because pretty much what he's trying to do, he got the same mentality as Steve Harvey, where Steve Harvey said in order to help a black person or poor person, if you will, which they equate that to being black, he said you can't be one of them. So Stephen A. pretty much saying you gotta go along with the system if you want to make some change.
Go along and get along. Yeah.
That's pretty much what he's saying. He's saying that's why he's like he don't want to play. He don't really want to play. He want to make it, and because he's the figurehead for the establishment, man.
Yeah, the corporations established these guys, and they gotta play along with what the corporations say. That's why YouTube is cutting brothers' videos out, because the corporations don't want to sponsor, thought and ideology that they don't want to put, that they don't put money behind. You know, that's what it's all about, man. They want to keep these people thinking a certain type of way, man. But then you got other people that say other things opposite to the mainstream. They are chastised, man.
That's right.
All right.
This is Psalms 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Yeah.
Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Yeah, who's going to actually do that? It's a small group of men.
Yeah.
You know, that we understand the hate that's coming towards us, but we also understand that it's not us that y'all hate. It's the spirit that is within us.
Yeah.
You know, and that's us standing up for Yahweh Shah in the right ways, and us not being ashamed. You know, that's why you see brothers in the major cities of America every week chanting down this place. You know, not being ashamed. You know,
If we was of this world, they call us heroes.
uh-huh.
But we not of this world, so you hate us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times you see somebody walk past and chair,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
and one of the brothers say, "Man, we don't need no cheerleaders."
Yeah.
Then they actually sit back and listen, and they be like, "Oh, fuck no, I don't like y'all."
Yeah, because they cheer because they see somebody else outside doing. We say the things that they want to say, but they don't have the spirit to say it.
Or
You know?
be out there on the street corner doing that.
Yep.
You know? This is Jude 1 verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal life. Yeah, and they suffer.
They said eternal life.
Yeah, eternal. Yep. My bad. Eternal fire. Eternal fire. Yeah, and that's what they had to suffer, that eternal fire, man, because they wanted to go along with that strange flesh, going after men, women after women, even children, They even had the angels had when they was at Lot's house. You even had children out there, man. And that's what you got going on today, man. You got pedophilias, these pedophiles out there trying to basically get rights to where they can marry a 7-year-old, saying that's love.
Yeah.
The kid don't even know what they should really eat to maintain their health. All right, so they don't. You have little. You have your so-called white people go to McDonald's, like, okay, Timmy, or whatever. What do you want to eat? They don't know. You give them the chicken nuggets and fries, and you get out of there. I'm not saying eat McDonald's, but I'm saying the children don't have.
They don't have the sense of discernment.
Exactly.
They can't discern anything.
Yeah, so you people want to be out there and stand up for homosexual rights, and you're going to have to stand up for that homosexual eternal fire.
Yeah, because the governor, the mayor of D.C., Marion Bowser, she was out at the homosexual parade, man, indulging in it. All right, so you set the example, man. Y'all brothers was out teaching that day, and they was having homosexual LGBT parade, man. You're a bigot, you know.
And you could tell that, man, she was just there because that was her job.
Mhm.
Like, she was literally in and out, you know.
Hey, if I,
Like,
yeah.
like when she pulled up, she had hella police cars, you know, blocking the road. She pulled up. She was literally there for probably like no more than 2-3 minutes. It's just the government showing that, look, I got y'all back. You know, it's just an agenda.
Yeah.
And you can see.
Oh yeah. It's like you said, it's just the agenda, because once they push this new world order agenda, they don't need them no more.
Yeah.
They captivated them out of the people. They distracted them to the point now they're gonna clamp down and throw this totalitarian system on these people, and they don't care about
Yeah,
homosexuals.
them damn homos gonna be the first ones to go.
Yeah.
You just taking up food for no reason.
Yeah.
You ain't repopulating.
Especially you niggas.
Yeah.
Especially you niggas, man.
And then, like the brother was just going into, I had thought like a lot of these homosexuals, lesbians, they don't really have that. They're not really into it. They just like kind of halfway assing this stuff, you know.
For some woman.
Yeah, especially the women, you know, because you can see it in their spirit, like the countenance, like they're not really into that spirit. They like halfway assing it. Because you can read spirits, man. And that's what these people out here today. A lot of these people just half-assing, want to be gangsters, want to be faggots, you know, because that's just the cool thing. That's the fab. That's the fashion today.
They want to fit in.
Yeah, they want to fit in. But then you're gonna fit in where that fire fits in at, man.
I got some. This is I saw from 2 Peter 3 verse 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up." And hey, that heavens that's talking about this heaven that Esau has established, man, you know, it's gonna pass away. You know, and all the works that's done in this place is gonna pass away. You know, it says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening into the coming of the day of the Most High, or of the Lord, wherein the heavens."
Because I think that word conversation goes into the word conduct, and you got to basically know how to. You basically have manners. You know, manners meaning going back to the scriptures, keeping the law, statutes, commandments. If the Lord's coming back at the thief in the night, you always want to be sharp. You always want to have your everything. You basically want to have everything set in order.
Yeah, it says, "Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." And here's the point, going back to the topic. It says, "Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness." And the law is going to be established, man. In the world to come, the law is going to be established. You know? And that's, when the Lord comes, the day of the Lord, that's where righteousness is going to be established on the planet Earth. Matter of fact, if a brother can get, what's it, Matthew, where he says, if you don't want to rule over him, Matthew 28 and 18, brother.
So slay them before you.
Yep, because when the Lord comes back, see, all judgment is given into Yahweh Shai. You know, that's the head that we're gonna come under. You know, and he's not with none of this homosexual shit. He's not with none of this stuff that's going on. You know, so if you want to do these things when the Lord comes back, you're gonna be destroyed. Somebody got that?
This is St. Matthew chapter 28 and verse 18. "And Yahushua came and spake unto them, saying, All power is given unto me in heaven and in earth."
See, all power is given unto him in heaven and in earth. Keep going.
Come on. This is verse 19. "Go ye therefore."
Oh, that's not the one. Bring them here.
I got it.
Mark 16.
Oh, yeah. That was it though. That was a good one. Go ahead.
This is Luke 19:27. "But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me."
See, so if you don't want the Lord to reign over you, if you don't want the ways of the Lord being pushed on you, you're just gonna die. You know, because this kingdom that's being established is gonna be ran by the law. The rule and the laws is gonna be the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, man. You know? Yes,
Yeah.
Just get down, lay down.
Yeah, I got something real quick. This is Isaiah 33:10. It says, Now will I rise, saith the Lord. Now will I be exalted. Now will I lift up myself. Ye shall conceive chaff. It says, Ye shall bring forth stubble. Your breath as fire shall devour you. And the people shall be as the burnings of lime. As thorns cut up shall they be burned in the fire. All right, they're going to be burned in the fire, man.
What was scripture?
Right. This is Isaiah 33:10. Yep.
Yeah, I got a precept for you going off that. This is Psalms 119 and verse 126. I did this in the Hebrew. It says, It is time for thee, Yahweh, to work, for they have made void thy law. You know? So, hey, the Lord about to do some damage on this planet Earth, man, because they made void that law. This very law that they try to cross out, where they spiritually crucify Yahweh, all right, it's going to be established. And the Lord's going to work because they have done these things, man. You know?
Backing up what the coming brought out. This is Matthew 20, verse 30. Matthew 12, verse 30. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathers not with me scattereth abroad. So if you're not down with how by Shemi Awashah, you're not like looking to follow him, man. You're gonna have to be dealt with, man. You're gonna bring him. The brother brought it out. Bring him there and slay him before me. So hey, that's why the Lord, scriptures talking about the Lord. It's gonna seem like his vesture was dipped in blood. That's how much killing he's gonna do because this majority of this world, man, is wicked, man.
And the Lord got a great slaughter prepared, man. It's being kindled right now as we speak, man. You know, like, it's kindled, yeah, it's gonna be a great, great slaughter, man.
Well, the Apostle Rakab brought it out. It was just like, yo, you know, there's certain things that go on, man. The Lord has to make a move,
Yeah.
you know, to show his glory.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, man. The Lord have made these people drunk with all of these philosophies, and they're staggering, man.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get drunker as the time continues, man.
it came, bro. It's super spiritual that you brought that out because when you can tell when someone's super drunk when they just, hey man,
You
you
can't,
know?
yeah.
Like, but these people are super massively drunk, man. What is it, the Me Too or this feminist movement? You know, it's just like a massively, like, damn, man, these people are, like, Esau really got these people good.
It's a lot of wine, and they're mixing wine. I mean, they're mixing drinks, you know, feminists and homosexuality, LGBTQ. You got black consciousness community,
Bro.
you know, all of this, man.
Christianity.
Christianity, yeah.
Come as you are. So you got not only LGBT in there, you got the feminists. So it's just like you can't say anything that's gonna offend nobody.
They drunk, man.
Yeah, everything nowadays, man, it's hard as hell not to offend anybody. You say the word, you know, the word fuck, you're gonna get in trouble, man, because you done offended somebody. Like, what the fuck, man? You got my order wrong, and now your waitress is gonna go back and talk to the manager crying because you said fuck. I was like, you know, or like, or you be like at the red light and it turns green and the person's still sitting there. You hit the horn. They hit the horn back because you hit the horn. It's like, nigga, I'm trying to let you know the fucking light is green, bitch. You know? I'm not trying to fucking like anger you. I'm just trying to let you know, like, go ahead. It's traffic. Right. We're in rush hour. That means go. You know what I'm saying? Like these people are, and that's how you know, man. This world is totally bugged out his brain.
Yeah, when martial law comes and all hell breaks loose, these people gonna go crazy, man. Like, you know, they're gonna go crazy. You just like the brother said, the way people drive and how they conduct from day to day, you know.
Kind of quick precept. This is from the Shalom to the brother on the comment board. GMS like-minded. This is the precept in Daniel the 12th chapter in the 10th verse. It says, "Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand."
Right. So we gonna get it, man. Everything that's about to happen, we read it again.
This is Daniel chapter 12 and 10. "Many shall be purified and made white and tried."
That's talking about the elect. Keep going.
It says, "But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand."
You want Ezekiel?
Yeah,
This is Ezekiel 37.
Hold up.
Yeah, but that's why we need that system, man. We need the true rulers to rule over the people. Why? Because right now Esau, the world's in Esau's hands. And you know the way he's conducting is like everybody's just mad.
Mhm.
Everybody's going. The scriptures say the Most High have given the people unto their own heart's lust.
Yeah.
So that's why these people are bugged out their brain, man.
Well, yeah, like, I wrote in my notes, it says in today's world, there is no political system that has succeeded, and the whole world seems to be at odds with each other and at chaos. But when the Lord comes back, because I know the brother, he read Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, but when the Lord, what is, Isaiah 2 and 4 says that the nation shall not learn war anymore, man. It's going to be at peace, because we're going to be under the rule of the Lord. They're going to be under righteous rulership, man. You know, because what the scripture says, the ruler of the people is, as the ruler is, so shall the people be, man.
Hey, I got one real quick.
Mhm.
Since you said that, this is Sirach 10 and 4. It says, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And that's talking about our Lord, man. All right, and we coming into that due time, where the Lord is going to set up that profitable.
This is Isaiah 14 and 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet.
Mm-hmm.
They break forth into singing.
Yeah, because when the righteous is in authority, the people is going to rejoice, man. Yep. And that, like we said, when the righteous, what's another word for being righteous? The just, the ones that's keeping the law, okay? When they are in authority, the earth is going to be at peace. The people are going to rejoice, man. That's why the scripture said the whole creation, they waiting for this, man.
Yeah.
They don't even know it.
Mhm.
They just know something ain't fucking right here, man. Because the ones who ruling ain't supposed to be ruling.
Yeah.
But in due time, the Lord gonna put over one that's profitable,
That's
man.
profitable, yeah.
Okay? Go and get that Ezekiel, brother.
Slut.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ezekiel 37 and 21. It says, and say unto them, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land.
Yeah, cause hey, that little 1948 or whatever the hell they did,
Yeah.
that ain't the real people of the Most High, man. So all you people want to get them your money, you know, making these devils rich, you just doing it in vain, you know.
That was a backbone declaration.
Yeah, when the land was established, Palestine was established.
Keep going.
Okay. Verse 22, it says, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountain of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all. And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all.
Yeah, we're gonna become one nation again, man. You know, that nation, the king's priest that's gonna be ruling the world. Because like the brother he mentioned earlier in Deuteronomy, if we would have kept these statutes, these law, statutes, commandments, then the nation would say, dang, why is understanding people this is? Then that's when them blessings was gonna come, man. You know? But we would be the head and not the tail. So the head, we're gonna be the top of these nations like it should have been, man. You know? Look like brothers are putting mad scriptures, but go ahead, brother.
Yeah, it's the same brother too.
Go ahead.
Hey, shalom to the brothers, the elders that may be watching.
Mm-hmm.
The brothers on the comment board, the elders on the comment board, shalom.
Verse 23, it says, neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgression, but I will save them out of all of their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power.
Yeah, because it's only gonna be the Israelites that's gonna be the Lord's people, man. And we're gonna be that representation of the Most High on earth, man.
Right.
You know, He's gonna cleanse us from our sins.
And it says, and he will save us out of our dwelling places. That shows you who the hell needs saving right now.
Mhm.
I seen on Twitter earlier, Northern Kingdom Jake, man, you know, reunited with his child. His child couldn't even leave his child was just wrapped around his neck. How happy he was to see his father, man.
Esau, wicked
You
as
know,
hell.
our people need the saving. So that shows you who the people of the Lord truly is anyway.
You keep going to 28,
Verse 24. It says, and David my servant shall be king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall all walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them.
Yeah, because the scriptures say that that we're gonna appoint ourselves one head, man. You know, because King David, he's gonna be the house of David has been established again. So when King David is back on the throne, hey, that's what we doing, man. You know, of course, your house shot is gonna be over him, but the King David gonna sit right back in his rightful place, man. He has the top of the church. Go ahead.
Verse 26. No, verse 25. It says, and they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, where your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever.
Yeah, so that's future prophecy, man. You know, because you got some of these Christians thinking that the Most High just switched it all up, man. You know, now he gonna give that land to Jacob. All right, so that means you gotta know who Jacob is. You know, and they're gonna be his people forever, man. All of our children. That's how we're gonna dwell forever, man. You know? Keep going on.
Verse 26. It says, moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them.
So that's the New Testament for you idiots out there. You know, the new covenant. Go ahead.
Come. It says, it shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set at my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Yeah, I will be their power, and they shall be my people.
Yeah, the tabernacle is the Lord's dwelling place, man. His house. It's going to be with the Lord, man. I mean, it's going to be with us. All right? That's how we're going to administer the laws. Go ahead.
And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore.
Yeah, they going to know that the Lord do sanctify us, man. You know, when he be in the midst of us. Because the Lord going to be with us, man. That is just like whatever we ask in Yahushua's name is going to be given unto us,
Right
man.
there, right there.
You know, that's how it's going to be.
Yep.
And then all you damn heathens, if your brother get Isaiah 16 and 11, they're going to have to give us all of that shit. All of their wealth is going to come to us, man. You know? And it's because we're going to be ruled by the Lord.
I got, can I bring this out real quick?
Fine.
This is Genesis 27 and 26, and it says, and his father Isaac said unto him, talking about Jacob, come near now and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him, and he smelled the smell of his raiment, and blessed him, and said, see, the smell of my son is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore the Most High give thee of the dew of heaven, the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren.
Yeah.
It says, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet, scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting. So by the time Esau came in, the blessing was already given to Jacob. All right, and part of that blessing was to have the fatness of the earth and plenty corn and wine. All right, and the nations to serve. Okay, let people serve thee, and the nations bow down to thee. All right, and to be the Lord over thy brethren, man. All right, we're coming into that, and that's all part of that theocracy that the brother was speaking about, being lords, okay, over the nations. All right, and curse be everyone that curses thee. So the nations that cursed us, they're gonna be cursed, man.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I got two then. Well, this is Matthew's. My bad. This is John 14 verse 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believe on me, the work that I do, shall ye do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father, and whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. And I'm just backing up what the brother had said. You know, we just gotta ask.
You gotta believe when you ask, you know, because if you waver, you're not gonna get it. You know, you gotta have complete faith that whatever you asking for is gonna be taken care of.
Yeah, and you gotta, that's why you gotta have, like the brother said, you gotta have faith. You gotta, because without faith, it's impossible to please the Lord.
That's right.
So, even though it seems like sometimes, man, sin creep up in your mind, seem like you're not, the Lord ain't dealing with you. But hey, man, it's all you gotta have faith, man. The Lord said He's gonna fight for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. You know. So, hey, man, it's all about just keep pushing, man. The Lord's not gonna just shun someone away that's making money for Him. You know, everybody loves money. You know. So if He see you doing that work out there, you out there pushing and then trying, and you may not even bring in a lot, but you out there trying to get what you can. Hey, the Lord see you hustling, man. He gonna hold you down, man. This is all about, you gotta have that faith, man. This is Deuteronomy 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee. So yeah, man, all these other nations, that's why we're getting ready to have that system put in play. Because we're the just, all right? And we're the just that went through, that we had what we had to go through to receive that what we're about to receive. Which is the kingdom, and have rulership over all the nations, even our nation. Just a little bit more. Which persecute thee, and that was it, man. And we got our own nation persecuting us, and they're the main ones, man. They're the main ones to come up against us and scream and holler, put their hands in our face, spit at us, throw stuff at us. This brother know what I'm talking about, man. It's our nation, man. Esau come and they do what they gotta do, but it be Israelites, man, that be just be like, they be ready to fight, bring guns.
Yeah. They send wicked niggas, man, to do their bidding, man.
What at Littleworth?
Yeah, Littleworth.
Big
One example. Yep.
Yeah, in the kingdom, man. That's gonna be all eliminated. Excuse me. It's gonna be all eliminated, man.
Yep.
We're not gonna have to teach our brothers from the least to the greatest. But you had something come on? Or?
Yeah. This is Hebrews 10 and 23. It says, "Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for He is faithful that promised." So the Lord is faithful that promised. Everything that we read, the Lord promised these things. He's faithful, so we gotta hold fast our profession with faith without wavering. All right, that's the mission at hand.
Yeah. So we can receive that system, baby.
Get that.
This is Isaiah 60 and 10. It says, "And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee."
So you know how we had to build up their kingdom. Well, now they're gonna build up our kingdom, man. The sons of strangers. Go ahead.
"And their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, and in my favor I have had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually."
Hey, man. Hey, that's deep. Because we're gonna receive the favor of the Lord, man. Go ahead and read that part again.
It says, "For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I have had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought."
Yeah, the forces that represents they goods, man. They strength. They wealth, man. It's gonna be brought unto us, man.
It says, "For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory."
Nah, because it's funny, because he gonna make them bow down to us and make them know that He had loved us, man. That's what's saying in Revelation, I believe, the 2nd chapter, man, or the 3rd chapter. And that's what it is. They said, "Which nation that would not that serve us."
I'll read it again.
Yeah.
This is verse 12. It says, "For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted."
They're beating to powder.
See, but they fucking realize, man. I had to cuss, but they don't realize that they only over us because we didn't keep the laws. And we moved the Heavenly Father to wrath. But when we get this new covenant, And the laws is in our inward parts, and we are unable to sin. We're over them.
And we always gonna have faith
You
in
know?
Heavenly Father, man.
It ain't gonna be nothing they can do about it, man. So if you don't serve us, you gonna get punished, man. You know? Yeah, more brother.
Come on,
Get down and lay down, man.
Verse 13, it says, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious.
Because the earth is the Lord's footstool. He get ready to make it glorious. Right now it's defiled. You know? Under the inhabitants thereof, man.
The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet,
That's right.
and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations.
Beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, eternal excellency, joy of many
The joy of many
generations, man. Forever, bro.
Everlasting, yeah.
They gonna talk about, man, they gonna look at us, they wanna look at us, wag their head at us.
Yeah.
That's right.
They gonna look at us and damn,
Yeah.
like they do the superstars of our people.
That's
You know, but they don't look at us as entertainers.
Yeah.
They gonna look at us as
Look at how they call Lamar Jackson, Marvelous and stuff.
remarkable.
Yeah,
You
Lamarckable.
know what I'm saying?
Look how they bow down to Lamar Jackson and shit.
Exactly.
But that's gonna how they be doing to the men of the Lord, man.
On a way higher
Called
scale.
They on way high.
Hey,
Savior of
Forever.
all of them.
The priest got the
Why they
best of
still
everything,
leave
right?
murderers.
They gonna have to give us the
Fuck
best of
outta
everything,
here.
man. 10%, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be.
That's right.
Our gates shall be open continually.
Yeah.
Right. That goes to verse 16. I'll read 15 again. It says, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency.
In these times now, we've been forsaken and hated.
That no man go
call
through
us
us, bro.
niggas. You call us all types of bywords. You know what good can a nigga do? But we're the problem of America. We're the reason why America's going down. But the Lord said He's gonna make us an eternal excellency.
I'll make thee an eternal excellency,
Yes.
a joy of many
Yeah,
generations.
so we're gonna go from the bottom to the top, man.
That's right.
You know.
Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and thou shalt suck the breasts of kings, and thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, the Lord gonna give us the power to take all your shit.
That's right.
Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah is gonna teach us how to take this shit.
That's right.
You know.
Verse 17, for brass I'll bring gold,
Mm.
and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron.
See, all those things they have, it's in abundance. You can get that so easily. You know, whereas gold is rare.
Yeah.
But he's saying for all them things that's easily, readily available, that's like saying, yo, you can get a fucking penny anywhere, bro. You can see that shit laying around. We're gonna get gold for that, man. You know?
That's why our streets are gonna be paved with gold, man. All right, our battlements, like it was read in the book of Tobit, is gonna be of pure gold, man. All right, we're gonna have crowns of pure gold, man. We're gonna have chains, man. Whoo, Jake just hustled to get this little bit of bullshit that they get, man. You know, commit all types of crimes to get that, and then face a year life in prison. After that, it's gonna be nothing compared to what we gonna have in the kingdom, man. And righteousness, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, we looking to be rulers in the kingdom of heaven. The scriptures say that what Peter, he said, we have forsaken all.
Yeah.
Did his brother get that already?
Nah.
You know, because we can, his brothers got more, or we can land on that because
I
you got something?
Yeah, this is Hebrews
That's
13 and 14. It says, for here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come.
That's right.
All right, so we seeking that continuing city. All right, but we know that this place is gonna be destroyed, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And all the glory of Esau, Edom, all his Hollywood, everything that he makes, he turned everything into an industry, gonna be done away with, man.
Yeah, Esau's doing everything in his power to show you niggas that this is not your restaurant. But I don't want you here. You know what I mean? He's showing you.
Yep. He gonna make it so that you can't live unless you ask and get permission from Esau, man.
Yeah.
You know, by taking his microchip. That's basically you saying, please, can I live, Mr. Esau?
Oh, okay.
And Esau still saying, no, nigga.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong
With
with
the
you?
microchip, Esau could be like, oh, I'm gonna get rid of 100,000 niggas today. With the
Esau
microchip.
like, oh, why
They
these
just cut off the
niggas still
microchip,
fucking
man.
with
You know?
We like that gnat and won't go away from his punk ass. Go ahead.
I got two quick
But
ones.
you can't kill that gnat. He's just like,
Buzzing in his ear, yeah.
Punch his hard part. Well, how you ain't dead, bro? Little ass. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 10, 27, 28. It says, the fear of the Lord prolongeth days, but the years of the wicked shall be shortened. The hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish.
Yeah, man.
You know, and that's down goes Esau, man, you know. At the end of the day, he's gonna receive that knockout blow, man. He's not gonna be here no more.
and Mike Tyson.
Straight up.
He ain't nothing but
He gonna
shit
fall
that
and
got
not
flushed in the
rise.
hole.
It's a lot. You can't compare Mike Tyson to Yahweh Shai, so it's a lot.
Something different.
Yeah, it's just putting it in perspective. You know that nigga broke necks.
Get his bell rung. You know what I'm saying?
Breaking eye sockets.
Oh, that's it, though.
Yeah,
That was
get your mom.
This is Matthew chapter 19 and verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone that forsaking houses, or brethren, or sister, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life.
Beautiful.
Hear that last one?
But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
Yeah.
Right.
That's that switching, making things right side up, man. We no longer gonna be the tail. We're gonna be the heads, man.
That's right.
And it's gonna start with the ones that's following the Lord right now. Okay? We're gonna be, as we suffer with him, we should also reign with him, and that's what we're looking for, man. We want to be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven, you know, alongside with our Lord. Okay? So,
Oh, one more.
okay.
Yeah, real quick. This is Ephesians 2 and 7. It says that in the ages to come, he might show the exceeding riches of his grace and his kindness towards us through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
That's right.
In the ages to come, you know, what's about to come, you know. The riches. Yeah, that's it. And with that, you know, we give all praises to
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Karkadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and salutation to you brothers pushing this word of truth and sincerity. Till the next episode, shalom.
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 Like, yeah.
Yes.
Like, yeah. My bad.